Fernando Tatis Jr. sits on the absolute summit of the baseball universe. Just watch this intro, a line drive snagged out of thin air by El Nino. You literally cannot execute a play better than that. The man is simply superhuman. Tatis Jr. launches one into the stratosphere, a high drive deep to left field, back at the wall. Gone, the Padres were trailing 2-0, but now make it an 8-run game. We all know what he can do on the diamond. But while his glove and bat are legendary, his off-the-field lifestyle is what truly drops jaws. Let's peel back the curtain, starting with his roots and the explosive beginning of his career that set the stage for his wealth. Fernando Gabriel Tatis Medina Jr. arrived on Earth on January 2nd, 1999 in the Dominican Republic. His father, Fernando Sr., was already a seasoned pro, grinding through his third major league season when Jr. was born. Sr. was suiting up for the St. Louis Cardinals at the time of his son's birth, eventually carving out an impressive 11-season career in the big leagues. Talk about being born into the business. This family tree is stacked with elite talent, and we will explore that shortly. From day one, Tatis Jr. was obsessed with the game, playing street ball with friends using balled-up socks or sticks, whatever they could find. Fortunately, his dad's status meant he didn't just watch from the stands. He lived inside major league clubhouses. He was soaking up knowledge and taking batting practice at 11 years old, just waiting for his turn. During the season, he was training alongside legends like Robinson Cano, who hailed from his same hometown. At just 16, the Chicago White Sox snapped him up as an international free agent for $825,000. But here's the twist: before Tatis could even lace up for a single professional game, the White Sox traded him to the San Diego Padres, a mistake they surely regret. He grinded his way up the minor league ladder. By 2017, he had climbed to the AA Texas League. He stayed there through 2018, racking up a combined 38 home runs and 48 stolen bases to showcase his dual threat power. Those numbers were impossible to ignore, ranking him as the third best prospect in all of baseball. By the start of the 2019 season, the Padres made the call. Tatis was on the opening day roster. Let's break down this meteoric rise. In his major league debut, he slapped 2 hits on the ground into left field. That was the first big league knock for Fernando Tatis Jr. in his very first at-bat. Just 4 days later, he decided to elevate. He crushed his first career home run deep into the left field seats, a massive 2-run blast that signaled his arrival to the show. That electric start hit a roadblock when a violent swing caused a back injury, ending his 2019 campaign prematurely. But come 2020, he unleashed the beast. Tatis finished second in the league for both runs scored and home runs, single-handedly powering the Padres into the postseason. And in Game 2 of the wildcard series, magic happened. Tatis connects. He is going to be all over SportsCenter tonight. Another massive home run padding the Padres' lead. Those blasts propelled them to the ALDS, though they eventually fell to the Dodgers. But the highlight reel kept spinning. In 2021, Fernando smashed 3 homers in a single game. Drive to center, gone. That is the third bomb of the night for Fernando. The trifecta 1 month later, he was the starting shortstop for the All-Star game, and 5 days after that, he pulled off a defensive play that defied physics. Lined and caught absolute superhuman reflexes. Look at how he leaps for the ball, then kicks his legs in midair to get that extra elevation. He finished the year leading the National League with 42 home runs. He even landed on the cover of MLB The Show. Now 2022 was turbulent, but we will get to the drama. The Padres signed Xander Bogaerts, pushing Tatis to right field, where he promptly won a platinum glove. High fly ball, deep to right, he times the leap and makes the grab. He literally robs a home run. From shortstop to elite outfielder, the talent translates anywhere. He battled injuries for a chunk of the 2024 season, but by the NLDS, he was fully locked in. He drives one to right center field. Edman goes back, but it is gone. That is his second of the game. There goes that man again this time, smashing an opposite field shot. Even though the Padres lost to the Dodgers in 5, Tatis proved he is clutch. Now let's talk about the bank account. Before the 2021 season, Tatis secured the bag with one of the wildest contracts in history. 14 years, $340 million. At the time, that was the third richest deal ever, trailing only Mike Trout and Mookie Betts. However, not every dime goes into his pocket due to a savvy but costly decision he made as a prospect. He owes a percentage of his future earnings to Big League Advance. He signed that deal in the minors to get upfront cash for a personal trainer, premium food, and better housing, an investment in himself that paid off. So what does a superstar buy with that kind of wealth? Let's peek at the garage. Back in 2019, he bought a sleek Audi A7 for $74,000. But after signing that mega extension, he had to level up. He scooped up a BMW M8 competition. This luxury beast set him back a cool $163,000. The cars are nice, but the jewelry, that is where he flexes. His favorite piece is the custom El Nino pendant. The Hermes link chain is flooded with 25 carats of emerald diamonds. Add in 75 carats of natural diamonds, and that single piece cost him $200,000. In total, his neckwear collection alone is worth a whopping $300,000. He spreads the wealth too. He dropped $1,000 to outfit every member of his family with a fresh new wardrobe. And don't forget the kicks, he played a game in Dior Jordans worth $8,000. We mentioned his lineage is insane, but it is actually stranger than fiction. His dad wasn't just an average player, he holds 2 records that might never be broken. Fernando Sr. is the only player in MLB history to hit 2 grand slams in the same inning. Listen to the call. Tatis swings long drive. Baseball history. That was the 2nd grand slam for Fernando Tatis in Los Angeles. Because of that inning, he also holds the record for most RBIs in a single frame with 8. Now here is where the simulation glitches. Exactly 22 years later, Tatis Jr. stepped up and hit 2 home runs in the same inning. In the air to deep left down the line. Gone Fernando has gone deep again in LA. Ironically, this miracle happened in the exact same ballpark as his father's feet. The talent runs deep. His younger brother Elijah is also a gifted athlete who signed with the Chicago White Sox in 2019. But Tatis's career hasn't been without heavy turbulence. Buckle up because things get rocky. Controversy erupted when he swung at a 3-0 pitch with the bases loaded. High drive to right field. Nando has done it again. Grand slam. The Padres go up 14-3, but that swing sparked a massive debate about the unwritten rules of baseball. Since the Padres were already leading by 4, the Rangers manager was furious. He said, "I didn't like it personally. You're up by 7 in the 8th. You don't swing 3-0. Tatis actually apologized after the game, saying, "That was on me. I looked at my third base coach." But the biggest scandal was yet to come. In August 2022, the hammer dropped. Tatis was suspended for 80 games after testing positive for clostebol, a banned anabolic steroid. He claimed the substance came from a medication he used to treat ringworm, admitting he failed to check the ingredients for steroids. Fans and analysts were highly skeptical of the excuse. The fallout was expensive. Adidas announced they were immediately dropping Tatis from his sponsorship deal. Between the lost salary and endorsements, the hit was massive. In total, the suspension cost him $2,523,000. But despite the drama, you have to be excited about his career earnings as he is currently in the middle of a historic contract. He has cemented his status as a titan in Major League Baseball history, ensuring that his personal fortune is on a